Thanks, Marina. Our guest today is extremely talented, extremely successful, and only 13 years old. Autumn DeForest has been creating art since the age of 5, and her paintings have been priced up to $25,000. Autumn, welcome to the show.
Yes,
thank you.
Now, you've been in the spotlight for a number of years now, and you obviously only being 13 years old. What has it been like growing up with this atmosphere and all this attention?
Well, I'm very honored to be in this position, and I just, there are a lot of people that I have to thank for this, and then I just, I want to be able to inspire others with my artwork.
Now, about your artwork, I've personally noticed some, I think, influences from artists like Picasso, Dali, Warhol. Do you definitely see these artists as inspiration?
Absolutely. There are many artists that I love to be inspired by, and sometimes I can be inspired by an artist and take like a classical painting and almost throw my personality into it. Or I can just take something, an everyday thing, and make it into a piece of art.
Mm-hmm. Now, what sort of got you started with painting, and what kind of got a brush in your hand to start with, especially only being 5 years old when you started? What started that career up?
Well, one day I skipped out in the garage and I saw my father staining some wood, and I asked him if I could mess around, and he said sure. And I just started, and he turned around and he said it looked like a Rothko, and I had no idea what a Rothko was back then, but I sure do now. And ever since then I learned that painting was my passion, but shortly after that I learned that talking about my paintings and giving them a story and meaning was another passion.
Now, for your paintings, what would you call your own sort of personal style? It seems like a mix of styles.
Yes,
right?
I love being able to do all different kinds of things. I love being able to do abstract, and then do pop art, and then do even German expressionism. And I love being able to mix it up and not have my own specific style, but be inspired by all different kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, you have your father here today. Do you want to talk about your parents' role sort of through all of this and all their help?
Absolutely. My mother and father, they've been just incredible. I could not do this without them. The first time I asked my mother, could you maybe get some paints for me? And I thought she was going to come home with, some thin paper and some crayons. And she came home with huge canvases and great paint. And, ever since then, they have been completely supportive, and they have helped me through this, and they've, given me the opportunity to do what I want to do, and that's inspire others.
So what are your plans for the future? I know it might be hard to sort of look ahead at this point, but what's the next move?
Well, I just want to keep on doing what I'm doing, and it's great to be here, being able to talk to everyone, and I just want to say that I'm actually having an exhibition at the Ritz-Carlton, and I just love to invite everyone. It's tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Well, everyone should definitely check that out.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
That's all the time we have right now. We have to take a quick commercial break.
Mm-hmm. When we come back, Allie Reed got to sit down with two very cool artists. We got that when we come back.